me say a happy Friday to one and all, wherever you are viewing via GBN TV or you're listening via Classic Radio. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing A-OK this morning. All is well with you. You got up in high spirits and you're ready to go on out and do whatever you plan on doing today, and hopefully you get it done. Sometimes that's the option there, getting it done. All right, it's to the point for today, Friday, the 19th day of July. I'm your host, GT. I'll be around with you for the next, should I say, about 55 minutes or so here on the program this morning. We seem to may have to move to an open line edition of the program this morning. I should have a guest popping in this morning. I haven't seen them or him or her arrived as yet, and so for the matter of getting the program started, I'm just going to move into an open line until if they do come pop in, we will certainly entertain them. So for you listeners and viewers out there this morning, it's been a pretty exciting week here in the Spice Isles. Yes, of the mainland Grenada, our sister isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Things may not be 100% for the folks in the sister isles and the northern part of the island as yet. There are areas in Carriacou who are still awaiting the restoration of the electricity and all of the basic stuff that they may need, but we wish them all the best, and certainly hope that pretty soon we'll hear things are back to a level of normalcy. Something about us here as Grenadians, Carriacouians and so forth, we have a way of being resilient, and we could get things done in ample time when we certainly need to do so. Let's go to the phone line and entertain our very first caller for this morning, see what contribution the caller has to make this morning. Caller, good morning, you're welcome.
Good morning, GT, and morning to your listeners and your viewers. I am sure what you say is true, that we know how to get things done when it's needed. Unfortunately, we don't prepare for things, so a lot of times we are caught off guard. Nonetheless, we can solve the problem here, and we have shown that over the years. Now,
I agree with you there.
GT, before I go, I would like you to help me. On Sunday, Friends of the Earth Grenada is hosting a webinar entitled Planetary and Climate Crisis: Money versus People's Power. Mm-hmm. The thing about it that we could prevent a lot of stuff, and we could help to even in restoring situation when there's damage from nature. So I'll send you the flyer, and if you could give the information for the people before your programming, I'll be more than happy. Now, my contribution is relation to something that originated in GBN on the earlier program this week. A caller who I'm familiar with, Cole, and he was challenging the concept of visionary leadership, because based on something that happened in the past, and there is results, or there is outcome now. And I agree with him, notwithstanding the length of time your previous colleague this morning gave this caller trying to set the record straight. We didn't have the visionary leadership to ensure the stadium, the national stadium, the first national stadium, which resulted in over $100 million going down the drain, which we're still paying for, unfortunately. We didn't have the vision of knowing we shouldn't give away and cut down our mangoes, whether it's in Livera, La Sagesse, or Mount Hakwan. We didn't know that. In fact, we didn't know what our EIA was. So how could we be visionary? All the things that have been done to destroy this place, that we are exposed now. And I insist that part of the problem Carriacou faced was a lot to do with the destruction of the mangroves, what was happening there to put the marina and so on. The mangroves are very important. We destroyed Grand Mole in terms of sand mining there. And where's the visionary? So it beholds me when, it troubles me when people talk about vision. And it appears that it's one man. We are servants. Whenever we are hired or whenever we volunteer to do something, we are not doing it for ourselves. We do it for either a group, we do it for a family, church. We We don't do it for ourselves. So when people talking about visionaries, I wish we had visionaries here. Trust me, otherwise we would be saving ourselves a lot of sorrow. I mean, where's the vision to give a certain company, and I'll save you this thing of any risk of whatever, give a company, a foreign company, the right. Of course, we give them lands, either through lease or sale, to destroy the ecosystem, to plant what? Sugarcane, to export to you. Where is the vision? I mean, sometimes, you could fool people, but you can't fool all the people. Because some of us, we didn't only take what was given to us, we were able to find what was needed to know. So, City, I'll send you the flyer. Please share the information with people, because it's important that people understand that there are really, really big changes happening in the planet. The climate have changed. It wouldn't be easier going forward. It will be worse. And if we don't do, in fact, even if we start doing all the nonsense we've been doing as a race, it wouldn't stop what is happening now. We have to hope that we don't create more problems for future generations. So let's have vision here now. Thank you very much, Gito, for your
Thank you a whole lot. Have yourself a great morning, and do send me that flyer. I will throw the information out for you. No problem with that.
Thank you.
All right. 435-2041. You have double the option of calling in this morning, is whether via the WhatsApp, or you can call me directly, 435-2041. We do have another caller. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning. Let's go back to that phone line. I'm not sure what's happening. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, GT.
I'm good. Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, have a good weekend. I have to compliment the bus drivers. They're helping a guy that have a selling anemia. That's a one-time thing. But I appreciate if they can take in consideration for all of us, you reach that age too, for the senior citizen and the disabled, that the government extend a card for these people for the same reason that they're not able to get around as best as they can to the hospital when the rain is falling. So this card allows this disabled card give the bus drivers leeway from the police harassing them for picking up disabled and elderly people just anywhere in the rain. That card would be just like what a bus driver did for the sickle cell. That one person, you reach that age, we all reach that age. Have a blessed weekend.
Yeah, thank you a whole lot. I appreciate your contribution this morning. 435-2041. We're going to the WhatsApp this morning. WhatsApp caller, good morning. Welcome. How are you doing this morning?
GT, happy Friday.
Same to you, sir. What's up? What's up with you this morning?
Are you doing well? I'll be knocking on the door this weekend, GT. We going Carrico.
I know you're just trying to get me in trouble for some reason or the other. You know, I'm not sure what your reasons behind it, but
I know. Right? Next month I'll be down there, GT. I'll make
right,
sure
man. Certainly we'll get the opportunity to link up.
Okay, GT. What I want to talk about the GT. Okay, first I want to congratulate the administration and the great job they're doing, and also for continuing with the insurance. You know that we could get a big payoff for the storm that we just witnessed. All right, and also for adding Nawasa and Glen on it, so we could get that payout. And also I want to say thanks also to the administration of the day during the time when the insurance came out and they joined it, and and previous administration behind they continue to pay it, and then this administration end up adding Grenlec and Nawasa. GT, okay, what I want to concentrate on, I want to tell people about the information that they're getting. You have to make sure you're getting information from the relevant people. And then we have a station up north, we have two, and YouTube again, and social media, and it's bad information, everything nasty about the government, everything bad, and the people who talking, none of them even volunteer to say, well, let me go to Carrico, and some of them in St. Patrick's, they don't even helping, they driving with a van left and right, not even helping. And then what I discovered now, I discovered 3 voices of people who living in Grenada calling the same radio station and them I mentioned, and pretending that they're in Carrico. And when they asked them which part, none of them could identify which part of Carrico there is, which part of Grenada there is, and it's elder people are doing it, and I want them to stop, because people are hurting. People people in shelters. You know what I mean? You have a lady say she's from Carriacou and she don't get food. Okay, there is 10 vans that went up there and they are going from different places and distributing food and things. We also have the NNP up there. She says she's an NNP and whatever. She knows the number. She could call and ask for help. But she lied. She was in Grenada because when they ask her the question, which part of Carriacou, she's saying Grenada, not Carriacou. You understand? So I want people to stop doing that. We're going through a process right now. The government doing good. Let us work with the government. Work with NADMA. You know what I mean? You have something to do. Everything comes through NADMA. You understand? And let us do the thing the right way and stop trying to create enemy and who do this and who do that. So GT, you have a great weekend and I'm looking forward to see you.
Same goes out to you, man. Have yourself a good one and blessed Friday to you. 435-2041, 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, GT. How you do?
I am doing pretty well. How are you this morning?
Okay. How do the weather treat you?
Well, not complaining at all about it.
I don't complain.
Fair enough.
What Grenadian must do, they must start to pray and love God. And they will get everything happen to them in the right way. They're not doing that. That's what they have to do. All right, have a blessed day.
I wish you the same. Have a good one and a great weekend to come. 435-2041, 435. It's an open line edition of To The Point this morning for today, Friday. It's July the 19th. Those of you who are moving on the nation's roads, you are whatever direction you are at this morning, I beg you to take it easy. I heard of a couple of accidents taking place, and sometimes it's all due to, the reckless driving. Most of the times that's the real problem that occurs there. So I beg of you to be, of course, while you drive along with that due care and attention. 435-2041, 435-2041. Those of you via social media platforms, good morning. Whether you via the Facebook page, YouTube channels, good morning. Those of you at home listening via Classic Radio 105.5, 105.9. Those of you who are viewing the show this morning, whether you're viewing it via whichever of the channels, Channel 7, Channel 11, Channel 20. Good morning to you also, and thanks for being with us this morning. We're due for a break in this segment. Let's take it. And when we come back, we entertain more of your calls and hear of your contribution this morning. Issues you may like to speak of. Of course, you may have an opinion you wish to share. We certainly will do that when we come back after the break. Stay with us. Don't touch your dial.
Many of us take our health and well-being seriously. We exercise, we eat right, we try hard. Sometimes we give up. But we can't give up on the health of land and the seas that sustain us. We must reduce the amount of plastic weight we generate individually. A person can generate up to 70 times their weight in waste. That's over 10,000 pounds of plastic over a lifetime. Now multiply that by the country's population. Without reuse, repurposing, or recycling, each OECS island will generate more than 1 billion pounds of plastic waste over a lifetime. This can't be our legacy. Separate plastic waste for transport to a facility that reuses, repurposes, or recycles.
Recycle OECS. Green actions, blue oceans.
Last say I had a dream. It was a scary scene. A dream of soca monarch. Watch how the place mash up from front to back. Whoa, last say I dream. Soca monarch will never be the same. I say I dream. After last say I coming back again. Tell them I dream that people will be shouting out my name. I say I dream. Soca monarch. Last say I take us something and show me. Of course, right now, my name is Shamak. I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you outside here for the support, for the continuous love from since last year to this year. Thank you so much to GBN, Again, just want to say to look out for Shamak in Groovy semifinals, in Power Soca Monarch semifinals, and most importantly, GBN Spice of the Carnage Soca Monarch. I definitely will be there as well, performing beautiful song, Dream. So look out for you guys there for the support. Thank you so much, Shamak.
back. Welcome back. It's To The Point, Classic Radio, 105.5, 105.9. I'm your host, GT, and it's an open line edition of To The Point this morning, which means for you listeners and viewers out there, you are certainly welcome to calling and share your views, your concerns this morning. Let's hear from you. Let's go to the line. Let's say good morning to the WhatsApp caller. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning. You're welcome. Let's hear your contribution this morning.
Good morning, GT, and good morning to GBN. GT, a caller make reference to a station up north and they giving out the wrong information. And the last time I checked, in this country and all other countries, we have freedom of speech. Now, if what people are saying on radio stations is incorrect, there's recourse. You can sue and get them off air. But if you have a problem with what is being said by freedom of speech or facts, you have a recourse to call and correct them. So I will advise the caller, call the station and point out what they're not saying, because if that station is spewing lies, what the gentleman on Facebook and on YouTube that lifts up Mardi Gras, what is he spewing? What the station in Karakou is spewing? Everybody has a right to their opinion, and if you do not believe what they are saying and they are slandering you, you have a right to sue them. You have a right to complain or denounce what you are saying as not facts. Simple as that. Have a good morning, G.
Thank you, sir. And certainly do appreciate your contribution also. Let's go back to the phone line. We do have another caller. May have lost that caller there, 435-2041. 435-2041. It's an open line this morning here on the program, which means listeners, viewers, you're there. You have the option of calling in, share your views and concerns this morning. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, caller.
To your followers. We're in a very small society, and we're hurting right now. And we need everybody to rally around, especially those who are hurting and those who are trying to alleviate the hurt and pain. We don't need people, just filling the airways with inaccuracies and, The last caller said that people have a right to their own opinion, but people they do not create their own facts. Opinion is one thing, but lies is a totally different thing. So I don't buy the story that anybody could say what they want. This is not opinion now. This is distortion. If it's a distortion of the truth, if it's a lie, it's a lie. It is not opinion. People, we don't understand language very well, it seems. Now, there was a lot of talk about this thing about, I think an earlier caller mentioned about the whole matter of the insurance. And the first time I saw it on a chat group, I thought it was a bit extreme. It looked as though the government of the day did not do anything about it. But I thought it was kind of strange. Because don't forget, GT, this thing came about because of our bad experience. That was the context of the World Bank and so putting together that thing. So it would have been absurd for the victims, right, in whose experience caused the formation of such an insurance not to be on board. So I was shocked when the person said that Grenada didn't sign up. We had to. As the young people who said, it is for you, because of you, and you didn't sign up. So I believe that the government did sign up, whether when they paid or what they didn't pay. The new government had added to it because it was there, and they added, and they enhanced it to cover more areas, which is commendable, right? What I felt a little bit to me over the top when someone said about visionary leadership. If something is obvious, you don't need vision. If it was done because of your experience and the organizations, they came together and said, okay, we don't want that to happen to another person, and you, because of the context, said, okay, it's for us, I'll join. That is obvious. That's not the vision. So the part of it being visionary to me is an extreme. But I believe that the government of the day, because it was more or less what is expected, they did it, and they must be commended. They paid it. Other governments paid it. This new one has enhanced it. So let us be proud of our people. And no one trying to throw anyone under the bus, or somebody trying to gloat over it and make it look more than what it is, or someone trying to make it look as nothing. We have to come together as a people, and we have to appreciate whatever we have accomplished at all different stages, and love what we have achieved in the end, and which to me I think was a very good thing. Out of that bad experience, we saw that we were able to get something back to help us in the rebuilding process. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day yourself. 445-2041, 445, open line this morning here on To The Point. You listeners and viewers have the option of calling and share your views, your opinions. Let's hear from you. Issues that you may want to speak about this morning, feel free to do so. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, I'm calling to make a serious point. Now, you have people that using the river since after burial because you have water in the pipe. You have people higher up the river poisoning the water to come down and hold gen. So when they throw the poison like by Maribo side, they come down from Paradise and they walk up the river picking up gen. And this thing causing a lot of damage to people's health. Because the majority of people using the river, they're bathing right about
but
now.
Caller, do you have facts that folks are actually throwing poison into the water?
They say that thing they put in the water and they're picking up the gen going up. Some guys from
So you're actually saying that you heard that from someone. It's not really factual.
So what I'm calling to say, I'm not 100% sure, but if it's true, they need to stop. Because this thing causing air infection, eye infection, because people using the river to bathe. So the point I'm trying to make now, if it is really true, they need to stop and people need to look out for what is going on. You understand? People are supposed to watch and see what's taking place around you. You can't be doing those things if it's true. You understand? Because it's causing harm to people's health.
Okay. And you actually know of individuals who are getting ill from using the water because of whatever has been done?
They're causing earache.
But have you actually, for certain individuals who have gotten sick because of what has been thrown in the water?
My son bathed in the river and he has earache. My neighbor's son from Telesford bathed in the river. He has earache. He bring him to doctor the day before. You understand? And right about now, school day and holiday, plenty children there in the river. Children is in the river, they're having fun. Don't do it. It's not a good habit.
All right.
Have a good day, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, certainly probably you could report to the Ministry of Health and so forth and have them look into that more. If someone from the Ministry of Health is listening, and they can probably look into that and get some clarification on that in particular. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Caller via WhatsApp. Good morning.
Sir.
Good morning.
Just to endorse what that lady have just speaking about. This is true. A lot of guys buying a packet of sevens, throw it in the river, and as it throw downstream, it kills a lot of crayfish. Maybe burn the eyes or blister them. And they're selling these crayfish at $20 and $30. All them little streams all about. Right? And this is not a no complaint. I'm glad to hear somebody else, especially when your women complain, things get out of hand. A lot of men fishing rivers and throwing sevens. And not long ago, you use a bush called Nouveau. You pong up the bush, you make a milk, you dip it in the water in a basket, and as it go downstream, you flush the crayfish out. But now people using sevens and other chemical. So what the lady saying, she's
right. That is certainly concerning if they're going to be using that particular chemical.
Yeah, people buying a packet of sevens and he's selling crayfish $20 a pound. A pack of sevens is maybe about the poison the crayfish, killing all the little ones. On the Woodford River, I seen all of that dead crayfish after the storm and these guys passed. So, what is the saying? Put a little merit in it and maybe try to get...
Well, yeah, of course, now that you have offered some clarifications to it, of course, she didn't give exactly what has happened. She just said they were throwing poison or whatever in the water. No, you gave a different explanation. It's understandably so.
Yeah, a lot of people use sevens.
I appreciate your contribution, caller. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Good morning, GT.
Good morning to you.
Just to dispel this myth about the poisoning of the water and so on. If two persons would have gotten earache from bathing in the river, it means that water gets into the ears and settle. That's a simple, there's no big science in that. It's because the water settle. Not bathing in the river because of sevin, you would get earache. So I think this needs to be dispelled. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you also. 435-2041, 435-2041. Open line this morning. Sadi, let's hear from you. Callers this morning, listeners and viewers out there, you can certainly have the option of calling and share your views and concerns this morning. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Oh, yes. Good morning to you, GT.
How are you this morning, sir?
Quiet, and how are you today? Right,
I'm doing pretty well.
Have a good day. No, I want to compliment the Ministry of Education for the teacher upgrade that we're hearing through your media. And it's a welcome thing because, you see, it's reflecting the lack of teacher upgrade is reflecting on our students as a sin. But I want to say to the authorities, whilst it is good to upgrade the teacher have a responsibility to upgrade themselves and to develop the science of teaching on their own. They're supposed to love the job and to be able to put maximum interest in the work. However, the government need to ensure that they do not stress out the teachers, and not only the teachers, but police, doctors, and nurses. And I would recommend an upgrade, a new wage scale for these categories of people. The wages are not sufficient. And if we want to get good teachers, good police, good doctors, and nurses, the emolument have to be better. So I would suggest that a new wage scale be arrived at to ensure that these people can have good spending money, and not only spending, but to save. Because none of these professionals should retire with $50,000 in the bank. They should not retire in poverty. So I want the government to take this very seriously. If you want to get good teachers and good professionals, you have to treat them right. They should not be begging for this and begging for that, so much so they demonstrate unnecessarily. That is going to take away from the capacity of delivering. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. Appreciate it as always. Let's take some contributions from the Facebook before we do entertain another caller. Caller, just hold a wee bit. And let's go to the Facebook. And someone is saying, good morning, GT. I want to appeal to Flo to please give attention to a number of poles that are leaning dangerously and are in the verge of collapsing over the Granatang Main Road. These poles are posing a threat to commuters. And I pray and hope that it's these poles do fall, and they are very close to doing so, and there aren't any motorists applying the route at the time. We are not, of course, not a proactive people. I reported a number at the matter. I reported the matter to Flo, but it seems as though, of course, it's not, of course, in their interest. Instead of customer service rep wants to know what service I am interested in. And we have another individual saying, GT, we are country people, and we know and understand these practices. Poisoning the river is easy, of course, to see the evidence of it. Someone is saying GT's a tongue man. Oh boy. Anyway, let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, you're welcome. 435-2041. Forgive me for cracking up a wee bit. Yes, that individual is saying GT's a tongue man. He doesn't understand certain practices. Anyway, good morning to you. Folks, let's take a break and we come up with more of your calls and here on To The Point this morning. Stay with us. Don't touch your dial.
Fly the Jones, Switch, it's Lava Man. It's all about spice up the car and Soca Mona competition. It starts on the 26th of July. It's going to go on to the 2nd of August, then the 9th for the finals. I will be the host. Fly the Jones, Switch. Get there, see you there, be there. Nothing but vibes. Real mashup, yeah? Mad.
Coming up, African emancipation celebrations build towards the big day. Crop Over rolls towards its own colorful conclusion. One of this region's top banks continues to demonstrate the power to make a difference. Welcome to another award-winning Home Away from Home. Caribbean athletes ready for the world. Souvenirs stitched from scratch. It's all next on this station.
Get ready for the ultimate family fun day at PAL Kids Fest.
On July 20th at 1 p.m. at the Moulin Rouge Playing Field for an unforgettable day packed with excitement. And guess what? Admission is absolutely free.
Immerse yourself in a world of thrilling activities, from mini vehicles to bouncing castles, face painting, and so much more. There's something for everyone to enjoy.
And the fun doesn't stop there. We're giving away incredible prizes, including Amazon Fire Sticks and a flat screen TV. Don't miss your chance to win big. Eats and drinks on sale.
Don't miss out on the biggest event of summer. Bring the whole family and make unforgettable memories at PAL Kids Fest. See you there.
This ad is sponsored by Terry's Yacht Services, Modern Photo Studio, Maitland's Trucking Services, GBN, and 92.5 FM.
Mr. Major wing high, then you have things like manual must come back, you know. We have the low power that.
When you push your push up, it is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, to The Point here on Classic Radio, GBN TV. It's Friday the 19th of July. It's To The Point. It's an open line edition this morning. We do have a caller online. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
JT, it seems as if you are really a tongue man because you don't know what does go on in the countryside. You see, people that have experience and they see it with their eyes, they have, when they speak, it seems as if it is a lie because the tongue people doesn't know what's going on. So what is it the lady and the other people say is the truth? Because I have been experiencing it with myself, and you have to remember that people still washing in the river up to today, and what we have seen with our eyes in the past is the truth. You're washing on this big teacher, or how they call the river snakes, those be coming down, they dead, frog dead, crayfish floating coming down, and then afterwards you see they coming with a basket and they picking up these things and going and eat it. When you bathe in this water and you wash your clothes, just imagine what it might be doing to your skin. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you so much
for your listening ears.
Have a good day, my dear. I say no more. No more. It's really cracked me up this morning anyway. 435-2041, 435-2041. Open line this morning. It's Friday the 19th. Let's go back to the phone line. Let's see who's on the line this morning. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, well, it is a bad thing to throw sevens in the river. You're destroying the fish when them in the river. I think this is against the law, and the person who said they're seeing that. So report it to the police, report the person to the police. They're only afraid to say, oh, see that in farmer, that's how Grenadian is. That's how we is. Look, Beryl just passed. And the amount of lawlessness we're going on in Grenada is too much to come. I wish Grenadian all the best.
Thank you. Thank you, caller. 435-2041, 435-2041. Open line this morning. We have approximately 20 minutes left on today's program. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Pleasant good morning.
Good morning to you.
On Wednesday night, someone stole my son's scooter in True Blue. I'm making an appeal to the public, please. It's a black scooter with a little red on the side. The number is P3115. We'll greatly appreciate if anybody see that scooter wrong to report it to the South St. George Police Station, please. We begging. That's his only means of going to work. Please, I'm begging. P3115. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Certainly hope if anyone noticed, I hope you have also reported it to the police, P3115, and I show the police will be looking out for that. And of course, if anyone who is listening, viewing this morning, haven't have noticed that particular scooter somewhere along in your area, maybe you could also report it to the police. As of course, the lady mentioned, it's her son's only means of transportation to getting to work, and I certainly sure he would like to have it back. 435-2041, open line here on To The Point this morning. Let's certainly hear from you in terms of your views and this morning, your opinions, issues that you may like to speak about. Feel free to do so. 435-2041. If you were trying via the WhatsApp, a bit of an issue have occurred. I'm having it rebooted, so sooner we should get the WhatsApp up and running back shortly. But you have an option of calling in via the open line. You also have the option of sending your messages. If you want to do that via the Facebook page, comment section, feel free to do that also. Let me see if I could go to the Facebook page and get some of the comments there, those that could be thrown out. Someone is saying, caller, stop it. The lady couldn't explain her properly. Let's not go along with that one. Let's go to the WhatsApp and take a call. Caller, good morning. You're welcome. How are you? Via WhatsApp? Caller via WhatsApp, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to you, sir. How are you doing this morning?
Yeah, I'm listening, and this thing about the throwing pesticide in the river to hold crayfish. I thought that thing stopped a long time now. How can a government, like Caribbean people, why are we still using pesticide? The countries that make the pesticide don't use it. So why we still importing pesticide in Grenada and people going up the river and trying to hold crayfish? Now, we have dams in the river. We don't know if they're throwing it over the dam or under the dam or in small streams going to the major river. So I really thought in Grenada they stopped import pesticide because in the countries that make the pesticide don't use it. So why are we using pesticide in Grenada, dangerous pesticide? I see. When I was a young boy, I see guys do that in Grenada to hold crayfish. And that's laziness because you're destroying the river, you're destroying all the species of crayfish, and also, we don't know, them things could cause cancer. So maybe the police should jail people who throwing pesticide in the river. And government must ban pesticide. I live in Toronto, you can't even spray dandelion. They ban it. So why we as a third world country, why are we killing our people? And tomorrow we blaming fast food and other things. And the people who throwing that in the river, they're worthless. They could do better than that. Anyway, that's my contribution.
Appreciate it a whole lot, caller. Have yourself a great day. 435-2041, 435-2041. Here on the program this morning, we're taking your calls. It's an open line this morning, which means you can call in and share your views, share your concerns. If you have an opinion you wish to share, feel free to do that also. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, GT. How are you?
Well, how are you this morning?
I'm fine. Long time.
Yes, it's been.
While we're on the issue of pesticides, it is the time of the year where we spray pesticides wantonly into the air as a form of celebrating or enjoying ourselves in Carnival from Vieco to Soca Monarch. once you have a group of people and the soca plane, we spray this pesticide in the air. It reaches a stage that if you look at a couple of the Spice Mass Corporation promotional pieces for Carnival, you see guys with the pesticides, I really don't want to call the brand name, spraying it up in the air. This is dangerous, and I really believe that the SMC should at least issue a statement, should at least talk to the ladies soca artists, be their ambassadors, and tell people or the revelers that this is very, very bad. I watched St. Vincent Soca Monarch a couple weeks ago, and early, the crowd was not too big. The police went through the crowd and took away the cans from attendees at the Soca Monarch.
But wasn't it called, not to cut it, but wasn't it last year's carnival or the year before? Of course, statements were thrown out in regards to that in terms of folks who use the cans and with the pesticides in it and so forth to refrain.
Yes, I remember that. But the promo for the launch of Carnival showed a guy with a can of pesticides. I said maybe the Spice Mass Corporation not paying attention to that anymore. People don't realize the danger.
It maybe have slipped. Give them the benefit of it. Maybe have slipped them a bit.
Yeah, they don't realize the danger. Like I was saying, St. Vincent, the early part of Soca Monarch, what they call in St. Vincent, the Black Squad went through and confiscated cans from people. But when the crowd got real big, and guys like Problem Child and the one who actually won the Soca Monarch came on, they just couldn't stop it. And what was happening is that it was like they were, for want of a better word, the revelers, they were like sword fencing with it, spraying it on another one, and they get a bigger flame going up. This is very, 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 very dangerous, and I really hope something can be done. Don't wait on the night and go in the big crowd and try to take it away from people. Use some education, talk to the people.
I have known of individuals who have gotten severely burnt from that during, of course, activities of that nature. I have.
Well, but I'm glad to hear that because people think it's not dangerous. That's a very, very dangerous thing. And also, when you take it by extension with a little bit of going into the atmosphere, it destroys the ozone layer, the HCFC that's emitted, and at the end, it is a factor in the intensity and the regularity of the hurricanes that we are getting, if not in Grenada, it's throughout the Caribbean. That's very, very, very dangerous. And I really hope they do something about it, at least talk to people, send out a promo, let the soca artists, when you're in a show, remind people, hey, we want hands in the air, we want rags in the air, we don't want no big, we don't want no insecticide cans in the air.
All right.
Please,
all right.
people, that is dangerous. Thank you very much.
Thank you also, caller, for making a very, 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 of course, important contribution this morning. And I know, of course, lots of folks have accepted that very well from you. And I certainly hope the authorities will look into that seriously. And maybe we could curve that problem in 2024 and beyond. Caller via WhatsApp, good morning. You're welcome. Caller, good morning.
Sir.
Yes, good morning.
Morning. GT, I'm a person who believes totally in freedom of speech. To the extent that I could tell you that during the revolution, when people were muzzled, I used to speak freely. And when I hear Bishop line, I'll say it, and I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking when people are there. To the extent that there was one lady in particular who used to tell me, well, they're going to jail you, Never with fear, I say what I say, believing what I say to be true, proper, correct. No, it doesn't mean that I'm absolutely right whenever I speak, so that I have a right to just say what I... And that's another thing that people need to understand. This whole issue of right. There's two rights. Whether you are right or whether you have a right. I heard one caller, and not to zero in particularly on the caller, talk about a station up north that he has an issue with, and you listen to the tone too. And to the extent that he has a problem with the station up north and what people would say on the station, I call upon him or anybody, like even one caller pointed out, if you have a problem where the person is libelously so, you can sue them and get redress. I've never heard a statement coming from that station up north that could be sued, or where any effort was made to sue them, to sue that station. So in the effort of trying to muzzle people, you hear such snide comment coming from people. And when to the extent you have people who know could speak freely as they want, or want to speak freely, I wonder what they ever had to say during the revolution, when some of the worst atrocities have been committed in this country. And GT, I'll say this too. In the last NDC administration, I know some people who supported that administration before. I left Grenada in 2003. I mean, the party, I should say, not the administration, sorry, the party, who during that period of 2008 and 2013 never had a negative comment to say about it, about the reign of that party and the administration. Today, they are free to say what they want. And going back 23 years and 30 years of who didn't do what and what they did, never hear a negative comment relative to the 2008 and the 1979-83 period. Never hear a negative comment coming from them. And watch me, before the revolution came, I was the president of the NGM party in the St. Patrick's constituency. I was a leader of the party. I was an activist, but I never wanted to be in that forefront. And I'm well known when it comes to that kind of thing. I used to say, whilst I'm the leader in OGT, that when we get into power, it will be no different from Gary and the gay rights. You could quote me on that. I've said it over and over, and I'm talking about saying it in public before we got into the party got into power. I didn't take part in the revolution. So this thing about freedom of speech, and those who are trying to use that opportunity and privilege now to open their mouth as they want, let them be objective and unbiased in the process of talking, because I have a lot to say that I could talk to the very people who try to say that every so often.
Okay.
I could tell them exactly how deceitful they are in this place.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much.
Been there, done this, done that. Take care.
Thank you so much. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
JT, brother, what's up, man?
I'm doing well. How are you this morning?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. You know, in the interest of carnival and job, throughout the country, people say they're practicing job, and they're not practicing without the old oil. And in the interest of practicing the job, they will look for a place that is not in the bush. Not, they want to go in like in the public. And in the process, when they put the job, they would clean up on your building or on your wall. They might defame your place too, all in front of your place. And, in the interest of playing mass, really and truly, they're going to dot up your wall and your place. But the question is that, who is going to take responsibility for that? Who's going to clean your wall? And who's going to clean in front of your building with all this old oil? What there was this on the program, solid waste, and they were complaining about people throwing old oil in river and twine. But we have old oil thrown on the street every time carnival come around. People just only put old oil all over the place. Ducking people wall, the buildings, and it's like it's so on site. I can't even understand what's going on in this job. Because to me,
caller, I am not sure what's wrong, but I'm kind of losing your audio there a wee bit. The caller may have a problem with his line there just a wee bit. May have just lost connection with him. Hey folks, we're moving up to 10 minutes before the top of the hour this morning here on Classic Radio 105.5, 105.9. It's open line edition of To The Point. Just let me throw this up before we take that break and come back inside the final segment of the program this morning. And I just want to throw this out for my good bro who suddenly did ask me to throw it out. Don't forget Friends of the Earth Day present for you. Somehow the flyer seems to be playing around with me a wee bit. I'll probably do that when I come back. Let's take that break and have that resolved so I can throw it out when I do come back. Stay with us, folks. Don't touch it down.
Fly the Jones Switch, it's Lava Man. It's all about spice up the Carnage Soca Mona competition. It starts on the 26th of July. It's going to go on to the 2nd of August, then the 9th for the finals. I will be the host. Fly the Jones Switch. Get there, see you there, be there. Nothing but vibes. Real mashup. Yeah? Mad.
Get the kids together, get them dressed. We're heading out to total fun and excitement. It's Uncle Talbrig Kids Fest, Saturday, 27 July. More rides, more slides, more go-kart, more horseback riding, more games, more bouncy castle, and much more face painting. And all rides are free. That's right, all rides are free. Just get the kids in. Plus, much more cartoon characters. All the kids' favorite Canadian superstars will be there. Live. Talbrig, Baby Bree, Lava Man, Boise, Westway, Dash, Temptress, Superfly and Flint, Little Cello, Muddy and Squeezed, Soca Jeff, and more. Saturday, 27 July, Monroe's Playing Field, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Admission adults, $20. Children, pay $10. It's their special occasion. Uncle Talbrig's Kids Fest 2024. It's gonna be bigger and better. I am the
Welcome back. We're inside the final segment of the program this morning. Just approximately about 7 minutes or so left on today's program. We do have a caller via WhatsApp. Let's entertain this caller. Caller, you're welcome. Good morning.
It's a pleasant good morning, sir, and a pleasant good morning to the Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. I just want to send forth a call again over the nation. We have experienced such a terrible hurricane, and a lot of us did not get the real heat of the hurricane because of God's mercies. But I want to even empathize and sympathize with persons that have been terribly destroyed with their homes, with their plantation, their farms, and everything. But Grenada, let us look to God. It's a warning God is giving us as a people, and not only Grenada but the Caribbean, and the world at large is a wake-up call. God is saying, wake up, I am ready to take my church from this world. Time to repent, give up the lawlessness, give up the crimes, give up the carnival, the whatever it is, the guns, the drugs, whatever lifestyle, and let us return back to God. Jesus Christ is the answer. There is hope in God. He loves us people. He died to save us, and He is calling us. He's saying, come, let us reason together, said the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be white as snow. Though they be red as crimson, they shall be as wool. Jesus Christ loves us people. God is in control, and He is seeking to get our attention, people, this morning. Let us return back to God in humbleness, in repentance, in purity, in godly fear, and seek the God of our salvation, because it's very late, people. It's very, very late. We are not looking at God's word to see what time we are in. It is closing up time. Don't let the day of God's grace close upon us, people, because it would not be easy. It will be worse than the hurricane.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Appreciate it a whole lot. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Yeah, morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, well, I know time is getting close, but I support that call at a certain extent, yeah, because to me, we go to this crisis we see experiencing I still have the opinion. I don't think we should ban Carnival, but for this period, I do believe we should take note and give Carnival a back seat. And just looking out at my veranda I just see the Osprey line had to return back to port, because when he was going out, the left stern hit the badge. There's a badge right by the fire station there. He hit the badge, and right now they make a turn back to port. So I'm not saying anything predicts anything, but I just saw that day, and you could call and confirm that. Because, and the next thing I'm going quick, a time for to start politicizing the crisis we have here, and work together as a team, as a nation, and building, not criticizing every little Come on. Time for them people to wake up to reality. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution this morning. We have approximately 4 minutes left before we take a wrap for today's program. Let's see. I was going to grab a contribution there this morning, and somehow it seems to be running around with me for some reason. Let's take this a bit of information here from the Friends of the Earth. Don't forget to present for your planetary and climate crisis. Is it money versus people's power? And the schedule for the 21st of July, 2024, the speakers will be, that's Dr. Tessa Barry, she'll be the moderator, Joseph Antoine, the president of the Friends of the Earth, Grenada. We also have, who else is on it? There's a couple other folks, kind of a bit small in terms of the fund for me to read it this morning. So my apology for not giving all the other details, but certainly hope you folks could be part of that. All right, it's presented via Zoom, so I will certainly, as the morning progresses, throw that information out for you. Caller, good morning, you're welcome.
Good morning. I'm laughing, very good and loud too. When I hear this lady call on the radio talking about we should ban or give up carnival, and this man is saying the same thing. But then why are we continuing this thing every year? I mean, they're not making any sense. Carnival is going to be something of the present and the past and to come. I don't know why people are making these stupid statements. I wish they would stop that. Over.
Caller via WhatsApp, good morning and welcome.
Hey, good morning, JT.
Good morning.
Do I can treat you good?
Yes, everything is all right. How are you?
Well, you ain't treat me so bad. JT, I live in this country for over 70 plus years. And I never see this type of leadership in this country. They were called real leadership under this present government. I could never expect more from these people then. JT, I expect these people then to do 20 times better when the hurricane passed. The last time around. That was in 2004. And they exceed my expectation. I never thought they had it in them. But I'm happy to say that. And I believe on the continuation, they will be doing better than that, because the former government, they had at least 3% insurance for this country. And I want to praise the present leadership. They call vision. NAP had the vision to start it, and I'm glad to say to this present government, I'm glad they continue with the electrification policy, the water policy, and the $7.4 million insurance they have for the nutmeg and the cocoa industry. And I wish the policy materialize so that the farmers of this country will get something to do. Mr. JT,
thank you.
Good.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Hey, folks, it's straight up 10 a.m. in the studios here of Classic Radio and GBN TV. I want to thank all who contributed towards today's program. Have yourself a wonderful Friday, what's left of it, and a great weekend to come. Join me again here on To The Point. Will be on Monday of next week, once the Almighty permits. Health, strength, and everything else in between. I will be back here to take care of the program for you. Have yourself a good one, folks. That's where I say goodbye. Goodbye.